Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Hey, y'all, this is another episode of the Pat Down, and we talking about some crazy shit. What we talking about, Dion?
Talking about a man who got killed by a deer. We talking about
Black pastors.
We talking about
black pastor eating pussies like they in their 20s.
Talking about the president getting booed.
And don't you say shit because it's funny and you need to listen. And hey, he got booed like he was at an open mic, a black open mic.
All the white people are really going to hate me. The Trump supporters, plot twist, the Trump supporters are going to hate me the most this episode.
Yes, they are, because I'm on y'all side. Stay tuned after the music, and we'll be back, bitches.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? And cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
We back with another fucking episode of the Pat Down. I'm here with my friends, good libertarian. What's your name?
Chris Spangle. Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you.
White boy Chris in the hood. He Chris Spangle today, but in the hood, he's white boy Chris, so he can sell that shit.
That's right. For all your crack needs, come on down to White Boy Chris.
And we got Dion.
What's up, y'all?
Undercover Whitney Houston.
Okay, Norbit's sister. I don't know why she always gunning people. No, I can't say nothing because I get fired.
I watched this amazing documentary last night about Clive Davis, who is this record guy. It's Clive Davis. It's on Netflix, and
We know who Clyde Davis is. We black.
I didn't.
We know.
Well, he launched Whitney Houston, and the whole time I'm laughing, going, "That does look like Dion." Because when we did stand up,
I was watching The View and Rosie was on. I was like, "Hey, Chris,
Miss Pat." I had my stand up debut last week. Thank you to Miss Pat.
He did a good fucking job. I was back. So when we had Chris do stand up, he just opened the show, and so I put on like an extra panty liner because I knew I was gonna be sweating bullets and pissing all over myself because I was like, this boy never did this shit. He actually did a good fucking job, and I wasted a panty liner.
Well, it means a lot from you and Dion saying I did well, yeah, because I was nervous all week about it. And so I go up, Dion goes up, and then Miss Pat gets up and she goes, "Give it up for Rosie O'Donnell and Whitney Houston." I laughed about that all week long.
Just the shit I think about. Hey, y'all, we're going to talk about some crazy shit today. Y'all heard about these black pastors have lost their fucking mind. It's two popular black pastors. One of them is the pussy eating pastor, right?
Yep.
And he ate this lady vagina. She was a member of the church.
Okay.
But you got to get his...
What is uncommon about this?
He's the
He
pastor.
recorded it. First,
She recorded
it. Yeah.
So it's a pastor sex tape?
Yeah.
It's like Kim Kardashian 2.0.
So what was crazy about it is this man was in his 70s. But when I tell you he was eating that pussy like he was 22...
How many times has Ashley watched it?
I don't even watch porn, but I was like, God damn, senior citizen. I need to start visiting them senior citizen homes. Then what they be doing? That old man was putting, then when he licked the booty hole, I just fell out. I was like, sir, where you learning that? That's new people shit.
He was baptizing that pussy.
The asshole too. I mean, he picked her legs out like, whoop, whoop, just licked like a windshield wiper.
Like, oh, God. What? So this is a famous pastor?
No.
He is now. He is definitely famous now. He was speaking in tongues on that pussy.
Don't watch the video to see Dion do.
That was so fun. I was like, what's the problem? Shit, he came over to eat and he ate. I was like, he was eating that shit like soul food Sunday, baby. collard green, hog maw, pig feet. And it took me a minute when somebody sent me, Quisha dirty ass sent me the video. So whenever I want to know what's going on in the world, I call Quisha. I said, Quisha, what's all this fucking pussy eating pastor thing going around on Facebook? She's like, bitch, you ain't seen the video? I was like, what video? She sent it to me. So he laying there in the vagina shade, and it takes me a minute because it looked like he just licking a table. Because I was like, what is he licking on? Then I saw the little spurts of hairs where they were trying to grow back on top of her vagina. I was like, this a pussy. The pastor eating pussy. Was he married?
He was married, not to the woman.
Oh, I know his wife had to be mad because she didn't know he still had that in him.
That's the real hurtful thing.
That's the like, you over there eating that bitch pussy. When the last time you ate my pussy, nigga, in 66?
Is it this video?
No, that's where the man fuck himself.
Oh, well, I'm not watching that.
Damn near got you blocked
not even
on Facebook Messenger when you sent me that bullshit.
No, that's the wrong pal. Damn.
Miss Pat sent us this video in the Pat Down message group, and she go,
Quisha sent it to me, y'all.
She ain't preface it by nothing, so I watching this video. It's just a dude with his dick. He's just naked. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? He got like Vaseline or lotion or something on his leg, and he start rubbing it on his dick. I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
And you replied with,
I go, fuck you, bitch. I ain't watching this shit.
No, I was like, there's no chance I'm clicking on
it.
It
was the gayest fucking thing
but he stick
ever
his own
seen.
penis in his asshole and rolled himself. You got to give that guy credit. And we don't even usually talk about sex on this podcast. But anybody who stick their own wiener, because I want to know how he kept it soft to get it back down. How you flip your dick backwards? You fucked your own self from the back. That's a talented person.
Video guy Harrison, any ideas? Could you work this out when you're in high school? Okay, he's got no idea.
That's a raw talent. I don't give a fuck. I don't even know if
It was raw, all right. He had no condom on, just fucking his own self in the ass.
Was it
Well,
gonna
he don't
give
need a condom.
Yeah, was it gonna give himself?
You gonna
crack?
give yourself something, you fuck yourself in the ass. If you fuck your own.
rug burn.
Dion, whatever he got in the front, he already got in the back.
Whatever he got in the back, he just put in the front.
Now this was after you guys sent me a video of some girl dildoing her asshole.
That was Quisha too, nasty ass.
If you want to see these videos, just hit Quisha's DMs, please.
Yeah, so I didn't see that video. You showed it to me. I said, what's the big deal about this video? She dildo in her asshole, pulled a dildo out, a little turd fall out, and she shocked.
Not a little. It rocketed across the room. It was like.
But then you still put it on the internet. People put any fucking thing online. People just want to go viral.
They really do.
They really do.
They want to go viral so fucking bad.
When we were growing up, there was no way to go viral. There was absolutely no way. That
Yes, it was. You a lie. The only way you could go viral back in those days if the police beat your ass.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you had to get your ass. Like, the news had to be involved.
Yeah, the news had to be involved.
Rodney
Go
King,
viral.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only
Nowadays.
nigga. He's the only viral nigga back in the day.
That's true.
He's the only one.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, if you went viral, you got rich. Now you just go viral and everybody know your fucking business.
You fuck yourself in the ass.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all stop. I don't understand what the whole purpose of going viral for. Like the studs who tape their titties up. Ashley's girlfriend was taping her titty up. And so Quisha called me like, is she going viral? I said, how's she going viral? It's only 1,000 views. 1,000 views is viral?
I have no idea.
In the titty taping community, maybe.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't get it. And then we seen this other pastor, y'all. This motherfucker at a funeral. This one don't fuck with pastors.
Like literally a foot in front of a casket.
Yeah, talking about fucking the whole church.
Let me just play the audio because you've got to hear it to believe it.
But I want to say to this family, y'all got some sexy women in y'all family.
Stop the video.
How they didn't just beat his ass right there.
You already know whoever in that casket, he probably wanted to fuck him. Because he is no fucking good. That's why I don't go to church. This is exactly why I don't go to church. Pastor looking at my booty.
You don't like compliments?
Not from the man of God.
Hey, y'all got some sexy women. If I was just a little bit younger, brother, I'd come up here bold. I mean, there ain't none of y'all ugly in here. All y'all got some beautiful bodies on y'all.
I'd have got up out that casket and beat his motherfucking ass.
I would have got the casket.
Out the casket. I'd have came back to life to beat his motherfucking
No,
ass.
they should have whooped his ass. Because you know why, y'all? This is fucked up. And it's funny, but you know why it's fucked up? Because they paid that nigga to do. They paid
Right.
Nigga, this is not your side job. You are not a DJ at the strip club, bitch.
Now, Pastor Wilson, if you ever hear this, I want you to know that's Ms. Pat saying you had a fucked up funeral.
That is fucked up because somebody paid him. You pay pastor to preach over the body. He in there trying to pick up pussy like he a fucking strip club DJ.
He did. He said if I was younger, that's not what you here for.
You 75, so if you were younger, you would only be 66, nigga, and your dick still wouldn't be working.
Now, we have not confirmed. This is different pastors than the one that...
Yeah, he ain't the one that ate
That ain't
pussy.
the pussy eating pastor.
That ain't the pussy.
What's happening right now?
This is where he starts dancing because he's proud of himself.
I might be old, but I ain't blind. The whole lot of young fellas sitting beside y'all looking too.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You know, you fellas that sang, I live in D.C., you fellas that sang, there's something wrong with y'all. You see all? Whoa.
All right, so pause it.
There's a woman that is just beside herself the whole video, and then she gets up and walks away and goes, whoa.
That pastor ain't nothing but a hoe. I wouldn't see. That's exactly why I tell y'all to stop tithing. I tithe at Church of Chicken and Chick-fil-A. You get more for your money, and the chicken don't try to fuck you. Okay. I don't go no church. I don't go no black church. I used to go to the black food pantries. I stopped that shit too.
He was wilding out. Like, literally wilding out. How no one in that... Like, they are there to celebrate the life of that person, and then nobody checked this drunk. Like...
He wasn't drunk.
He had to be drunk.
Had to
or
be dementia or something. Like,
He was not dementia. That was just when my husband's mom died, the pastor said, Diane, why you leave me, Diane? You didn't tell me you had another man, Diane. And so I said, Gary, your mama was fucking the pastor. And the other man was God. She left to go be with God. But this motherfucker looked like Show Enough. You remember Show Enough with the Jerry curl?
Yeah, from The Last Dragon?
Yeah, the pastor looked like Show Enough, y'all. And I'm like, I screamed and hollered that whole fucking funeral. My husband's like, won't you stop showing your ass? And then Gary, I'm sitting there, they don't fuck my grandma feud up. I can't even cry for laughing. I was in there screaming. He was beating on my mother-in-law, Cassie, Diane. But what really got me, because my mother-in-law was a church-going woman, right? So they buried her in her wig and they glued her hat onto her wig. And you know, black women wear them big-ass hats to church. So they cut the fucking hat in half. And And I'm like, this motherfucker got a hat stick. They had to fold the hat down to close the casket. And I'm like, what the fuck y'all got her on? The hat was like wider than the casket on her head. And but when I pulled on it, I realized they had glued the hat.
Why were you pulling on a dead lady's hat?
what were you doing in the casket?
No, I was looking at it. I was like, how the fuck they get that whole hat? Because you know it's a whole fucking hat about this fucking big. And it was blue. And I was like, how the fuck they get the whole hat in the casket? So I kind of looked back there. They cut half the hat off and glued it on top of the wig like a little sun visor.
Her brain works so different than anyone else's. She's at a funeral, like, no grief, just like, what is up with this hat?
Yeah, but then when they closed the casket, they had to fold the hat down to close the fucking casket. I guess because they didn't want the hat to get caught up in the casket and then the casket get leaks and shit over the years. But she had a fucking full hat on, a full fucking hat on.
Who took the other half of the hat?
I guess they're waiting on the next bitch to die. Well, the
next day, there's just somebody.
No, the next year,
other
you
hat.
know the Falcon killed my sister-in-law, so I guess they put it on her head. Black funerals are something else. Black folks show their ass, and it's nothing like planning a black funeral because it's always they want you to go out the way you didn't come in. You came in this world poor, but they want you to go out looking like you was a shit, and they just spend thousands of dollars at the funeral home, and they just eat up all your fucking money. Just eat it up. Now you need this, you need. I was like, don't nobody need no bouquet of roses from the top of the casket to the bottom. That's a waste of fucking money. You take your ass up to CVS and you get them dollar day old rose and shit. Black people don't do all that for me. Take the money and pay some bill. I don't need to be draped unless I'm rich. But you ain't got to pull me in on no motherfucking horse. You ain't got to put no wings on my back. I want you to leave me the fuck alone. Don't even come to my grave fucking with me. I'm trying to sleep, nigga. This is the only time I'm be by myself and watch TV by myself for the rest of my life.
Something tells me Gary will be economical with your funeral. Yeah.
Child, she probably burn me up and freeze the ashes and burn the ashes again. Who did we burn up?
The ants at the fucking graveyard.
No.
I swear to God.
No, I was trying to think.
Dion, for new black friends, I shouldn't have started with her because
my uncle died in September, and his funeral was nothing like that motherfuckers on that tape or like Miss Pat's.
But black funerals are real long, and everybody got to get up and tell a memory and shit. And then the people who want to get up and tell a memory be stuttering and shit. You like, shut the fuck up. I'm ready to go. Back in the day, the best part about black funerals was the food. The food done got so shit in there because all the people who could cook done died. Oh. So they ain't even work. Because back in the day when somebody died in the black family, they'll go ahead on and throw the funeral and the family reunion together.
Right.
So it's all in one. So ain't nobody got to waste no money coming twice.
Makes sense.
Right. Yeah, so it just, in my family, a family reunion only happened when somebody died.
Right.
And then if it's according to how many people like the person for everybody to show up.
Right.
Like when my granddaddy died, everybody came to that little motherfucking he was in a garage. We had him in a garage. It looked like a little garage with a heater, space heater. But that's the last time I seen my cousin now.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
You had the wake in a garage?
It looked like a garage. But
this is the one where you cooked your grandfather?
Yeah, the space heater was too hot. And
the space heater. They had a space heater on the floor, y'all.
So, Pastor Wilson, you see why I say when Miss Pat says you fucked up at a funeral.
Yeah. And then I don't understand why at black funerals they always say, now the doors of the church is open. That ain't why we here. We're not here to join the church at a funeral.
Oh, they try to get you.
Oh, yeah.
They try to do that. If anybody wants to come down to do the altar call, like, ain't nobody trying to do altar call here, man.
And they also ask you to give a tithe. I mean, they take up money at the funeral.
Right. For the church?
I don't know who the money for. It's a funeral.
It usually goes to the widow.
Okay.
Or the widowed.
Who got the money at my granddaddy's funeral? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hustled y'all. I have no idea.
I'm telling you, that plate went around. I don't even think $20 was in it. I don't think $20 in that fucking plate. And I think that's the last family member funeral I've been to, too. My grandfather.
Okay.
That was, oh my God.
Let's keep that streak going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said, let's keep that streak going of not going to funerals.
Well, people died. I just didn't know them like that. I had some uncles that died, but I didn't know.
I'm saying I don't want you to go to a funeral of somebody that you do know. I'm trying to keep your friends alive.
He was being empathetic and kind and polite and loving. Just didn't recognize it, or
no? I thought he was talking about he knocked on wood like he was trying to get somebody to open the door.
No,
I noticed as I was editing the last episode, there's a recurring theme. You keep mentioning a letter that you've written to your children to be read when you die.
No, I'm gonna do a video and tell them how I really feel.
Okay, because I wondered if there was a legitimate letter that's somewhere in a safe right now.
No, it's mental right now, but I'm gonna do a video. Okay, and probably when I'm 50, and every year I'm gonna update it. Every 10 years I'm gonna update it, and I want to show it. I'm gonna do comedy at my own funeral. That's my plan.
Would Dion and I make the video?
I don't want her to.
If you die with me?
Well, never.
Knock on all the goddamn wood.
This isn't real wood. Harrison, bring me some wood.
I don't know who I'm going to put in the video, but I just think that'll be really cool to talk about the people in the audience. People who owe you money. You say, bitch, I still want my money. I ain't here no more, but I want my money.
Fucking nay.
Nay, I want my goddamn money.
And there was the time we went on the cruise.
Yeah. I want to talk about everybody. Crazy motherfuckers.
Festivus, an airing of grievances.
Yeah. So, did you see the guy who died in the UK or something, and his family lowered his body into the ground, and he started knocking on the casket, let me out of here, I changed my mind. That was the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
That was the coolest shit ever.
Did you see the pre-recording?
The pre-recorded?
No.
It was a pre-recorded message. He was dead, but then when they were getting ready to lower him into the casket, they hit the recording and it was his voice saying, I changed my mind. I don't want to die.
I would totally do that.
What else you got for us, guy?
So speaking of death, did you hear about that hunter who shot that deer?
Yeah.
He walked up on the deer thinking it was dead, and the deer was just playing dead, got up and fucking killed him.
He went, motherfucker.
All right, Mr. Deer. You got tricked, deer hunter.
I don't understand why people, you don't need to shoot animals. You don't.
Well, you won't have no pork chop.
They're already dead.
Who did?
Well, how do you think they got there?
I'm saying we have slaughterhouses now. The meat that I eat that you go buy at the grocery store been dead for 3 weeks.
What's the well? Then why wouldn't you want to go hunting? That meat is way fresher, and they
But
had
you
a
gotta
good
do
life.
all the cleanup, or you get killed by this fucking deer who was just bullshitting.
Where he shoot the deer at?
He was out in the forest where deers hang out.
I mean, no. Did they find the deer?
Oh, I have no
Knowing
idea.
them, they went looking for the deer to arrest his ass.
We have a deer that killed a white man. We need to get out on that.
Yeah, we need to
calling
get
all
this deer.
cars, calling all cars. Be on the lookout for a deer.
So what did the deer do? He stuck his antlers up his ass.
He got him in the.
His antlers, ain't they called antlers?
Thomas Alexander, 66.
Antlers.
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 She was looking at Harrison, the video guy, and he's just looking at her like me, episodes 1 through 10, going, I don't know, man. No.
Yeah.
There's no
antlers.
Google for this.
So the deer stuck his antlers up the man's ass. So next time, deer people who hunt deer got some pretty good meat too. Throw a brick at him first. Don't just walk up on him because he might be fucking with you. He waiting to stick them antlers up your ass.
You really need to go hunting with Joe Rogan.
Are you crazy as fuck? Joe Rogan be in the wood. I ain't got that kind of stamina.
Could you imagine? Start out, oh, I'm so happy to have you, Miss Pat. It's so great to have you by the end.
Joe pretty much told me was like, you ain't in shape enough to go hunting.
Yeah, she's not putting deer piss in her wig either.
Deer piss on the-
So you can attract the fucking male.
Yeah, to
bucks.
mass consent.
That's how you get them to come out. You wait in a tree stand. You put female piss all over you. The male smell it and like, ooh, I'm about to get some pussy, and then bam, they get shot, and that's why they fucking kill people.
Right.
When they don't die when you shoot them, because like, nigga, I was trying to get some pussy, and you gonna shoot me in the chest?
This is for you,
They
Cecil.
They rub. How the fuck you get female deer pussy? I mean, piss. How do you get female piss? Are they out there just pulling it out their titties or some shit?
It's mandatory drug testing. Maybe they.
I think they tranquilize them and extract it. I don't fucking know. I've never been hunting.
You can buy.
You can definitely buy. You can buy a piss from all kinds.
You can buy wolf piss to keep geese away. You can buy
Wolf piss?
Yeah. I worked at a hardware store, and you could probably go to that same hardware store today in your town and buy some wolf piss, deer
We ain't got
piss.
no wolves.
Well,
the geese don't know that.
Yeah, they're dumb
They
as hell.
just smell natural predator piss, and they're like, we probably shouldn't hang out over there.
Fox
you should
piss.
get some of that wolf piss and put it on your door so them fucking birds will stop shitting on your porch.
in your packages.
Wolf piss.
Why
How
don't
the fuck
why
do you
don't
track down a wolf and make him piss in a can?
I don't think you bribed a wolf like, hey man, I'll give you this steak if you pee in this cup. That's not how it fucking works.
How they getting this piss out of the animals? Y'all need to leave these goddamn
I
animals
think they
alone.
milk them like they milk cows.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
So they just in the woods shoot a motherfucking thing and go over there and take a dick and take out the piss and let him wake up on his own.
I would assume it kind of happens like that.
It's probably more like they're.
So what if you done knocked the wolf out, right? And you done stole his piss and then the bear come along and eat him?
Then you've got wolf and bear piss. Yeah.
That's fucked up. You don't tranquilize this wolf for his
You don't
piss.
just leave the wolf tranked. You fucking wake him up and make sure he's okay. They don't just shoot him,
Oh.
take his piss, and then leave. Like,
I'm
we
about
out
to
this
say,
bitch. No.
Well, what if you know them big
They
ass
ain't robbing the wolf.
Cause you know them big ass eagle birds with them big ass claws that be picking up your little kids and
Yeah.
ride off with them.
No.
With the motherfucking bald eagles,
bald
that motherfucker
eagles.
pick. They will, man, they'll pull your wig off your head If they feel like they can, you don't see them pick up little dogs and shit and take off with them.
I've seen him pick up kids. There was a
one that picked up a kid
picked
one
up a
time.
kid.
And he was a little too heavy. Mm-hmm. He was about to go peck that nigga eyes out.
Yeah, he was definitely about to eat his ass.
I saw a video of a falcon try to pick up a football and drop it.
Okay, Chris, keep it up. You about to get your dick pushed in your navel.
I don't think it'll reach.
Yeah, he's talking about my football team. He better watch his fucking
Yeah, I got
mouth.
a new kicker.
Fuck that nigga. He young ho.
You got a new kicker, Young Ho. Dion immediately made plans to go to Atlanta, where they had a Young Ho on the team.
Young ho ain't gonna do shit. What is his nationality?
He's Korean, I believe.
They got Young Hoes in Korea.
I ain't
Got
never
young hoes
seen.
everywhere.
I've never seen a Korean kicker.
I don't think there's ever been a Korean kicker. But that's how shitty y'all team is.
They had to import a kicker
Import a kicker.
from North Korea.
Yeah.
South
Straight out the
Korea.
J.C. Penney magazine.
It's funny if he's from North Korea. I'd go with it.
That is fucked up. Young ho. And wasn't nobody happy about Young ho. We like, get rid of the coach. Get rid of the whole motherfucking team and just build everybody else. I was just, you know what I wish? And I don't even want to talk about football because we're going to get beat so bad this week it's going to be ridiculous. I just wish, and I hate to say this, I sometimes wish that Julio Jones would go find another team because he deserves a fucking Super Bowl ring. He is such a good player.
He really is.
He is, and that boy deserves a super. The way he jump up in the air like a ballerina and catch the motherfucking balls and come down like a football player, he deserves a better team. And I don't know if we want to win in Atlanta. I mean, we had so many fucking opportunities, and we just continue to blow it. I mean, I used to say Falcons are like a black baby daddy tell you they're on the way, but they never show up. Oh, I fucking hate that shit. I hate when then I bought all of this Falcon shit, so I'm in Philly this week. I fly into the Philly airport. Everybody looking at me like, well, what you got that shit on for? I was like, if you say something to me, we're going to make a viral video. Sons of bitches. What else, Dion? We're going to take a break.
Yeah, we need to take a break.
So Chris about to piss on himself.
Yeah.
Y'all, we back. And we're going to talk. What?
Well, the World Series just happened.
It did?
Washington Capitals versus the...
No, Nationals. Capitals, the hockey team.
My bad. Washington. I don't fucking like baseball.
It's too hot out there. And when you out there and you're a black woman, it melts your wig. But anyway, our
president went.
Yeah, he did. What'd you think about that, Chris?
I don't know why the fuck he would leave the White House.
It is funny because he doesn't go anywhere, and like the day after he catches the biggest terrorist in the world.
That was not the biggest terrorist in the world. His daddy was. He didn't catch nobody. The nigga blew himself up. But anyway.
It wasn't like he's like, you know what, it's 4 o'clock. I should blow myself up. There were special forces.
They knocked on the
chasing
door to get some wolf piss.
Right. They chased him with a dog, and he blew himself up. But you'd think that might garner some goodwill with the American people. The guy goes to the Nationals game, and he just gets booed like hard.
The
Like
look on
like
his
a
face.
black open mic.
like he was late-term abortioning a baby live at the stadium. I mean, it was crazy. And he's just smiling, waving like he doesn't have ears. It was
No,
he
so
definitely.
because he did like that. Wait a minute. I'm not the hero here. Po president. I've never seen nobody take it from the back like this president.
He might be the most miserable man in the country. I don't see how he can find every day he finds something to get pissed off about or lie about. Like that the terrorist guy, I don't know how to say his name.
Aqaba.
Baghdad. What was it?
Aqaba.
Sound like a cheat code.
Borderline racist, but let's move on.
How the fuck is that borderline race? All their names are Aqaba. The fuck is you talking
All right,
about?
now we're into full-blown racism.
I'm lying. It's not that. His name was Aqaba
Baghdadi, right? Abdul
Aqaba back. It was named was Aqaba Baghdadi.
Sound like a Latin. Agrabah. He's from Agrabah.
Somehow a tape of this was sent to him, and that's why he blew himself up. He can't take it.
Aqaba Baghdadi. Our president killed him. He killed himself.
Jimmy Kimmel did the I know you guys saw the mashup of the speeches when Obama got Bin Laden. And
The speech.
I haven't seen the side by side, but I remember the Obama speech.
you haven't seen the mashup?
I haven't seen the mashup, but I remember the speech, and Obama was just so stately and just like, and we
Don't y'all turn this fucking podcast off because you at this part. Listen, this shit is funny.
Bin Laden, we buried him.
Aqaba, Baghdadi.
We buried him at sea, according to this very quarterly. And then you have Trump. He cried and begged for mercy. He called his mommy a bitch. Like it was
just straight making shit up.
You just
He blew them kids up to fuck his kids.
fuck these kids. And yeah, he was.
It was so fucking funny. Just the two different from 8 years to this 2 years of this man. It's like, well, that's what's great about America. They let you know we all have a chance of becoming president.
If you are mentally insane enough, you too can be.
I don't give a fuck what
Did
you
you
are.
see him passing out Halloween candy?
Yeah. When there's this kid who's in the in what are those yellow things?
He was a minion from Despicable Me.
And the kid has a bag right there in his hands, and Trump just like goes and then just drops the candy on the top of his costume head, and it falls down to the ground. He's just so.
And Melania went right behind him and did the same thing.
Yeah, she's not allowed to do anything else. Just whatever he tells her.
Damn, I was like, President, just put the candy in the baby bag.
See, he never took his kids trick or treating. You ain't take Garyana and fucking Junebug trick or treating. This nigga, why they let him? He doesn't have anybody in his camp that just keeps him from embarrassing himself.
No, I don't think he listened.
No, he did. He fired all of those people. Like the legitimate answer to that is he has, a lot like Nixon, has just gotten rid of anybody who would tell him what he didn't want to hear, and he's now completely isolated himself. And so there's no way he doesn't get impeached.
I've got the masked up speech if you want to.
Yeah, give it here. Let me.
The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound. They did a lot of shooting, they did a lot of blasting, even not going through the front door. You think you go through the door. If you're a normal person, you say, knock, knock, may I come in? After a firefight, they killed Osama bin Laden and took custody of his body. He died like a dog. His death does not mark the end of our effort. A beautiful dog. We give thanks for the men who carried out this operation. And I don't get any credit for this, but that's okay. I never do. And here we are. May God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America. And I'm writing a book. I wrote 12 books. All did very well.
He said all of it.
No, yeah.
So
that's
Obama's
legit.
speech.
He really said he writing the book.
Yes.
On that same speech.
Yes. Obama's speech was 7 minutes. He just came out. We got him. This is what we did. Good night. Trump's speech was 47 fucking minutes long of him just fucking making shit up and rambling, talking about writing a book, how he cried like a bitch.
At this point, he's completely obsessed with his image. He always was, but he's like, all he does is just fixate on the bad press now, that he's completely incapable of doing anything else. Like, so when you compare him to Obama, who was a president, you go, this is just, I think the reason that he gets booed the day after catching, the leader of ISIS, if you're not familiar with this guy, the operation was named after Kayla Mueller, who was a Christian girl who was a sex slave of this particular guy. They captured her. She went there to minister to ISIS people, got captured by ISIS, and was a sex slave. Like, he was just
She died?
She did. Yeah, they decapitated her. He's just an animal of a person. And Trump, people are so tired of his bullshit and exhausted by him that they're just like, if I see you out in public, I'm gonna boo. It doesn't matter what he does at this point. I
don't think he didn't do anything to make the American people happy. I mean, even though, I remember when George Bush was fucking up and shit, and then when he launched that, when he went over there with that fake ass war to where did they go?
Iraq and Afghanistan.
Iraq and Afghanistan. I remember being at a football game, and they said we just dropped bombs on Iraq. Even standing there as an American, and I didn't care much for George Bush, but I felt I was happy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm so happy to be American. And, he's really looking out, even though it was a bunch of bullshit at the time, we didn't know. But I don't think it's anything that he can do other than the people who just, I'm not even going to say brainwash. I'm just going to say they're his supporters. You believe in what you believe in. You support what you support. But,
I think I'm not going to be as diplomatic as you. I think if you think Donald Trump is doing a good job, you're in a cult. Like at this point,
I'm going to let the white boy say it. Because if I say it, I'm racist.
But it's the truth. Like at this point, and I have tried to be very fair to Trump because I do think that he gets unfair press.
Well, you got to say this. He's fucking hilarious.
He is hilarious. He is so funny.
Yes, he's very funny.
What did he do that made me laugh? He just did something.
When he told us Frederick Douglass was doing a good job.
There was some. He posted a picture of the dog that got Baghdadi with the medal, and I just started howling laughing. He is hysterical.
What dog?
So that dog that found the Baghdadi guy.
He went down a rabbit hole, and the dog chased him.
Yeah. And so the dog ended up getting electrocuted. He didn't die, but he's going to award that dog with a Medal of Honor or some shit. I don't know. He's going to be the first dog to get a fucking U.S.
Somebody made a meme of it, and he retweeted the meme. And then the news went crazy that he retweeted this meme, and it becomes some... like what?
He's actually going to do the meme when the dog gets...
Right. What I don't think people on the left, what they don't get is their overreaction to Trump retweeting a meme just emboldens that other side. And it's just like... At this point, after the year he's had, you just go, what is he doing at this point that is benefiting? Like, we live in Indiana. Let me tell you, Mike Pence was the worst governor
we've ever had
in Indiana modern history. It isn't even close.
Since the ones that own slaves, yeah.
Would you guys say at this point that Mike Pence would be a better president than Donald Trump? Because the answer for me has become yes over this past year. Like, I just don't. I won't make you.
A shoe with no shoelaces would be a better president than this motherfucker. He's raggedy for no fucking reason. That's my biggest pet peeve with him.
Yeah.
Like how people fell for this con man. Like everything he's touched, he's fucked up.
Well, let me tell you something. He had some good lines in the beginning. I'm trying to be down the middle.
Which was.
I mean, he fired him up. Like Obama said, yes, we can. He came out with that Make America Great Again, and that touched some people. And I was like, I ain't gonna lie, that's a good catchphrase, Make America Great Again. Then I was like, hold on, what the fuck is he talking about? Mm-hmm. But it's like a T-shirt. It was a good slogan. So you can't knock it for that. I mean, I would just say this, and I try not to talk bad about people who voted for Trump because that's what's great about America. We get to vote however we want to vote. But I can say this to you as an American, and I'm in my 40s. If Obama would have did half the shit Trump has did, white America head would have blown off, and black America would have kicked Obama ass. We would have marched in that White House on ice skates to beat that Negro ass, okay?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, like, and I tell people, I say, what I do like about black people, when we fuck up, we call you out on it. White people just turn the other way, like, well, we just act like this ain't gonna exist. When Jesse Jackson went out and got his side bitch pregnant, we, the black community, stopped fucking with Jesse Jackson. We like, you can't lead you can't even lead your dick to the right hole. So you can get the fuck off here talking about you a black leader, cause you not, motherfucker. And Jesse Jackson disappeared. You never seen Jesse Jackson like you used to. Yeah, he disappeared. We stopped fucking with Jesse
he disappeared
Jackson.
Like Al Sharpton and Tawana Brawley, yeah.
No.
I mean, CNN is always going to pay a nigga to do nigga.
Well, I don't see Jesse Jackson.
That's just CNN.
You see Jesse
know?
Jackson?
Yeah. He was at the White House with Obama.
Well, I mean, you see him but you didn't see him out front like he was before that side baby came along. Mm-hmm. When that side baby came along, he fucking went back in a rabbit hole.
I think people now you can do pretty much whatever you want. Like that's
no, we not in the black community. We ain't gonna accept that bullshit. Not when you talking about leader. Then that's like Kanye West. We like Kanye. We trying to forgive you. Shut the fuck up.
Everybody's mad at Kanye West for wearing a red hat. Meanwhile, Chris Brown is selling out stadiums. I don't totally buy your argument.
He got into a fight with a girl. She started it. He won. Why are you mad at him?
Okay.
Why are you mad at
Chris Brown?
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's talking about Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Oh,
from years ago.
That's old.
From years ago.
That's old. See, that's what's wrong with
America beat the shit out of black people. You tell us to get over it. Why can't you get over Chris Brown?
No, that's what I'm talking about. It's okay. We
double standard.
We was at a stage.
I could give a fuck about Chris Brown. I'm saying
this.
We really keep black people in line, except we sold out Conseco when Chris Brown came to town.
You know, white people like Chris Brown too.
Yes, they do.
It's true.
And it's all about forgiveness. Okay, Chris, you got to remember this. And this is how I look at the Chris Brown Rihanna thing. Nobody should be punching on no girl. And I have boys myself. And you have to, I tell you to my boys, don't ever hit a girl. But if that bitch hit you, you need to shake the dog shit out of that hoe and come get me so I can beat that bitch up for you.
If you start a fight and you lose, you can't be mad.
But my thing is, they was young. They 18, 19 years old, and they had a fucking
gets arrested
fight.
like every 2 years for
not
beating
for
somebody
beating.
up.
No, he don't. He get arrested for whooping niggas' asses and drugs.
Because motherfuckers are always talking shit about what he did in his past. They won't let.
Yeah,
if you don't let a motherfucker move forward, how you gonna move forward?
That's what's wrong with this country. We say we want you to move forward, but we really don't want you to move forward because you know
just
what?
said you
I
never
watch
move forward
football.
on Jesse Jackson.
No, we said we never let Jesse Jackson lead again.
We
That's
never
a
lead
huge
again.
difference
That's
between
a fucking huge difference.
Like that woman who called in on your Michael Vick thing when you took a picture with Michael Vick.
Okay, I took a picture with Michael Vick, right? And Michael Vick is my favorite football player. You can say what the fuck you want to say about Michael Vick, but let me tell you something. You sit here and you support me, and I was a way worse person than Michael Vick ever could have been, okay? I've done a lot of fucked up shit. The only difference between me and him, he did it when he was a fucking celebrity. And for me, it's all about giving people second chances. I look at what you do with your second chance. Now, I'm not asking you to give a child molester or just a brutal motherfucking murderer a second chance. But somebody like Mike, people who makes mistakes deserve a fucking second chance. And like I tell people every night at my show, if you dig in your past and I knew half the shit you did, bitch, you be begging for a second chance too.
And here's another thing that you served your time.
You serve your time.
So you have, after you serve your time.
In America still, and there's nobody but white people with Michael Vick with the dog. I hate him. I had a lady the other day tell me, I hate him. I said, shut your fucking mouth. You probably sold pussy when you was coming up. Shut your fucking mouth. Nobody's judging you. Stop fucking judging people. So make a long story short, I takes a picture with Michael Vick. And this lady called into a comedy club. I won't say the name of it. I'm getting ready to go in a couple of weeks. And said, I am offended because Ms. Pat took a picture with Michael Vick. Bitch, this is my Instagram. And if I want to take a motherfucking picture with a butt naked chicken or a monkey, it's my motherfucking Instagram. I don't give a fuck about your motherfucking film.
Time out. Aren't all chickens and monkeys butt naked?
Yeah.
When you take
Have
pictures?
you never been to the zoo? The whole point is to go look at the bear monkey's ass.
I was talking about if you took all the feathers off the chicken.
You're lucky the monkey's little red rocket will pop out.
Yeah, I mean, I offend her. Well, bitch, don't come to the show. Don't bring your raggedy ass to the show. And I tell people, I'm not ashamed of what I've been through. I'm not ashamed of what I believe in. And I'm never going to keep my fucking mouth shut to make you feel comfortable. I am a Michael Vick fan. I will probably be a Michael Vick fan to the day I die. It's 3 people that I like and that I always wanted to meet. Ice Cube, haven't met him. Michael Vick, I met him at Atlanta Airport getting some Bojangles chicken. And Whitney Houston, but she's dead. Those are the only 3 people that I ever wanted to meet in my motherfucking life. That's who I'm passionate about. So don't come telling me I offended you because of something that I believe in or something that I like. I fucking like Michael Vick. You know why I like Michael Vick? Because he got a second chance. And you know what pisses me off? Because when Michael Vick worked for Fox or one of them fucking news channels on Saturday or Sunday, I don't know.
It's Fox.
Yeah. So every time they get ready to introduce or talk about he went to prison for fucking I always bringing up his past. Commentator, can you please stop quoting people past? Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit.
They always remind you of the fuck.
They always remind, but they never say, this is Roethlisberger. He raped 9 bitches in the bathroom and his big old ass got away with it. Mm-hmm. You never hear about Roethlisberger rapes. Or whatever the nigga name is, Roethlisberger. Or Rockleberger, whatever his name is.
Come on down to Rockley Burger.
Yeah, that shit just
Don't
get
go
on
to
my
the bathroom
nerve.
by yourself.
But see, that's the media. That's pushing that bullshit. Stop fucking throwing up what people have done in their past. Nobody gives a fuck what people have done in their past. Nobody gives a fuck.
I just think that if you serve your time, what more can you do?
Nothing.
He can't do anything to take back what happened. So it's not on him to keep dealing with the shit he already dealt with. Like, it's the same with anybody else. Like, I I don't understand how if you go to jail, you do your time, you get out, and you
It's
try
society.
and you try to make life better for yourself by doing those programs that he gave a shit ton of money to animal shelters and whatnot. Like, what else more can he do?
You can't even have a dog. What the fuck a law come from that you can't never own a dog again?
Like,
At the end of the day, if you are a person who's remorseful for your past and you're not doing that thing
They
anymore,
get crackhead back.
Yeah.
Crackheads parents get their kids back faster than a motherfucking abuse of somebody who abused a dog or a cat can get an animal.
Yeah.
That's how fucked up society. My niece smoked crack. My sister was a crackhead, and they gave my motherfucking sister her kids back. They didn't come check out my house. They just, oh, you want your kids back? You can have them back, crackhead.
that was in the papers, actually. That was on the court filing that said, here you go, crackhead.
Yeah, crackhead, you want your kids back? Get your kids back. And fuck them kids up. Fuck them up. That's how fucked up this country is. That's how they worry more about animals. You know, dogs and cats are being way taken care of than motherfucking kids.
well, there are more animal shelters than there are human shelters.
That is so fucked up. That is so fucked up. I saw a man on the street sleeping like he was in a motherfucking hotel. This motherfucker laid out with a fucking a pillow. He had a homemade pillow of boxes, and his feet laid up like he was at the fucking Four Seasons. Fuck is you laughing at?
Homemade pillow boxes.
I'm not lying.
I know. They're getting elaborate with some of these.
Yeah, they need.
I got stopped by a homeless man. He was like, "Can't you help a brother out?" And I wasn't gonna speak to him. I'm walking by because I'm in a hurry, and he was like, "That's fucked up. You're not gonna take care of me." And I was like, "You know what? I got time today." I was like, "Look, man, is it my fault you are where you are, or is it your attitude?"
Right.
I go, "Your attitude determines where you are in life." Like, my attitude was, I'm not gonna talk to nobody because I'm not in a good mood, and I don't want to ruin anybody else's day. But since you started talking shit to me, now I'm finna make you feel bad about yourself for being motherfucking homeless. So I laid into this motherfucker. I was like, "You gonna be out here all motherfucking day, and you gonna carry around this shitty ass attitude because I didn't give you my hard-earned money?" I go, think about how much money you not gonna make with that motherfucking attitude. Yeah. Now, had you come at me correctly and was like, "Yo, sir, whatever," done your spiel and gave me the opportunity to decide whether or not I wanted to have a good attitude towards you, you would have had a better chance. I was like, you gonna be out here all day, change your attitude or you're not gonna get anything. He kissed my fucking hand. I washed my hand for like 20 minutes. I was like, why the fuck would you kiss me?
Did you give him any money?
No, I didn't have any money.
You're the Black Tony Robbins. You just inspired him. He's going to have a job.
My thing is,
The
it's like
fucked up
you can't ask something from somebody and then not do it yourself.
Right.
Like that's
Well, you didn't need, after you gave that man that good ass speech. You didn't give him 50 cents.
I literally had all I had was my card on me. He
Yeah,
didn't have a square.
I literally
they
looked-
be having squares.
He didn't.
They do?
Oh yeah, these homeless people out here. But
They
see,
got
this is
cash
the
out
thing.
from Vimo.
Yeah, I'm going to give a homeless guy my card number. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you gave it to that fucking bitch you texted you.
I didn't give her my card number.
The fucking scammers. Hi, I'm.
Oh
Hi,
yeah.
I think you're at the wrong address here. My address is 616.
Yeah, I mean, just lighten up, y'all. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Shit, stop with the bullshit. Stop with the bullshit and don't come up here writing and crying. Y'all talk about the president. We talk about every fucking matter. We already know Obama started fucking slavery and liberal, whatever it's called. We already know the mistakes fucking Obama made. Everybody makes mistakes. I sure appreciate you to the white meat, baby. You bring some more sugar? Thank you, baby.
That's Harrison.
That's
Harrison.
the video
That's our
guy.
new person. He's gonna be joining us. He ain't got no kids. I think we're gonna take him on the road. with us.
Dion, he's just so excited. He couldn't wait to be here. He's like, what a great opportunity. And when he walked in, I went, you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
I said, you gonna learn.
Don't fuck the mic, Chris. You holding the mic like the Black Pals, like you licking on that thing.
On that, we should go out.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. And we love you guys.
Love you.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.